Back again, another week under the books. It's election week. You know, here we go. Follow up of
Oh shit.
Halloween weekend.
My bad.
Yeah, he interrupting the whole thing right here.
Nah. But yo, what it do? Y'all know what it is. Misunderstood conversations. Like my man said, we got the election going on.
Big Tuesday tomorrow.
Who everybody voting for? That's the question.
Big Tuesday tomorrow.
I know it's personal, but who y'all voting for?
Shit, at this point, everybody know who they voting for. Like, it can be personal. You can take it personal if you want to. Get out your feelings.
You said.
I said get out your feelings. You can take it personal if you want to. You can get out your feelings.
But shit, the problem. That nigga said Kanye. Chris, you silly. That nigga said he voted for Kanye.
Hell nah.
Man, look here. Boy, you vote.
Like, but look, whoever win, I mean, it's shit. Like I said, you gonna have to do what you gotta do for yourself after whoever win. You know what I'm saying? So, like I keep on saying, people like, making it a big deal. The people running in the stores today. I'm like, what the hell y'all running in the stores? Like, okay, y'all living in fear like crazy again. Like, it's stupid. People boarding up their businesses and shit. Like, but I'm like, hey, we gonna have to do what we gotta do regardless of who wins.
But
so, I mean, it starts tomorrow, but it ain't farly over. So,
I mean, people getting prepared for, for the outcome. I believe a lot of people is gonna go ahead.
It's not gonna be no civil war. All that old crazy ass shit people saying. Like, stop it. You got 4 guns and a whole bunch of bullets at home. What you gonna do? Like, for real.
But
right.
Some stores like Walmart, a lot of places they stopped selling. They stopped selling ammunition.
Yeah, people start buying them all up. I'm like, man, it's not gonna be that. People don't even know how to do that. Them motherfuckers ain't never been in no military. What you gonna do?
I mean, but motherfucker know how to shoot a gun.
You gonna shoot a gun? I mean, to me, that shit is not gonna happen.
But based off of what's going on, and
realistically, like, it's not gonna happen.
And previous encounters and things of that nature, they just like shit. They just taking safety precautions, but so they treating it like, hey, how motherfuckers been rioting lately and everything else, but that's been for like social injustice and things of that nature.
Right, there's a purpose behind it, and not just because the president gets elected.
But you don't know. That's the thing. You don't know how people gonna react towards that, because you got a lot of people that's for Trump. You got a lot of people that's for Biden. You got a lot of people that's against Trump, and you got people that's against Biden. But the thing is this.
So
we don't know. Like man, it's crazy because
this is the most stressful goddamn election ever. Straight up.
But are you going to go? Did you go? Are you going?
I'm going tomorrow. What you mean?
All right, you should see the line. Like where I was at, the lines was long as shit today.
Okay. I'm being that long ass line tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean we was out there today. We was out there today getting it.
I'm being that long
ass
line tomorrow.
I ain't the one to sit there and take my picture and post my picture of my sticker like, yo, I did this. Nah, because I went and voted. That's what I did. And like, question is, who you voting for, nigga?
Man, I already know.
No, I don't know, nigga.
Man, don't ask me who I'm voting for. I already told y'all.
Trump.
No, I didn't say no goddamn Trump.
What nigga you is?
I ain't say no motherfucking Trump. That's who you vote for? I'm gonna put your ass off my couch right now.
Nigga, that's a personal thing.
So what you gonna ask me for if you gonna say it's personal then, motherfucker?
Because nigga, I want to know which direction you was heading.
Who you voting for? Then they gonna ask me. Oh, no, that's personal, bro.
I just want to know what direction was you going in.
I stand on what I stand on. Shit, it is what it is.
Now
I'm not gonna back down. I told motherfuckers who I vote for.
Now,
shit,
like
4 or 5 months
presidential
ago.
wise, I went Democrat. All right, I don't consider myself Democrat or Republican, so I pretty much go off of what I hear from both parties. Who's gonna do what sounds the best, this, that, and the third. That's what I go off of. Some other parts I voted Republican on some things, voted Democrat on some things. That's just the realization of shit. Like, nigga,
It is in certain cases, but yeah, it definitely is. Like
Yeah.
I know that shit that happened yesterday can't keep happening.
What happened yesterday?
In Austin, Texas, that shit with them Trump supporters barricaded that damn Biden bus on the highway.
Oh, they barricaded the whole bus.
Like they.
So that's what because I
Yeah.
saw the video, but I saw a bunch of trucks driving on the
They
highway.
know there's a whole bunch of trucks in the.
And then I saw the
they
Biden
in the front
truck.
of the Biden bus, in the back of the Biden bus, on the side of the Biden bus, and they got guns and stuff too.
Wow.
Like that's what was going on. They was heavily armed, but I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how you get away with doing that shit in America? Like, to not get arrested?
Nigga, look where they at.
Oh,
They
okay,
ain't
that's
fucking
that's my whole
Texas.
point.
Come
But
on
have
now.
you ever have this ever happened before? And, like, that's some bullshit.
I mean, it has. You know, a war was once started because of an election, though, nigga. You know, if you want to go like that, you know, fucking Civil War was started
Motherfuckers
based
like,
off an
oh,
election.
Biden. Like, man, okay, well, y'all want to keep on letting Trump get away with this bullshit. His supporters get away with that bullshit. And it's actually the second time I heard that too. The first time the lady said exactly what the video showed. Because when the lady was telling me this last week, that she said this, they was in Lake Ozarks, and they had a parade. They shooting in the air and shit, and the police ain't doing nothing. And they got their flags on their trucks, bikers and all that.
Yeah, but
So I'm like, damn. I said, so when she telling me the story, I ain't really believe it. I was like, man, they let them do that for real. I'm like, nah, I don't really believe it. This is what you talk about. Like, I don't believe it. So when I think that video of them doing that all on the highway and the lady like riding past video and them like, yeah, they got guns out. They got guns, waving the guns in their car.
But that's the problem right there. But like I said again, you know, shit. During Abraham Lincoln time, shit, after his election, the fucking in 1861, the fucking whole Civil War was started based off the fucking election of Abraham Lincoln, bro. Come on now. So, and that's what everybody is actually preparing for now. They like, you know what? In some realm, history is about to repeat itself. So we finna go ahead and get prepared now. I don't think it's gonna get that serious, and I don't think it's gonna, you know, get that far to where they like, you know, we finna go ahead, close some stuff down for right now because we don't know what the reaction is gonna be. We're gonna stop selling this, we're gonna stop selling that, and we're gonna, you know, just to be on the safe side. Ain't nobody finna go crazy, ain't nobody finna go shoot up no shit. I don't believe. I really don't. But is it good to take safety precautions? Yeah, it is. Cause you gotta think about this election and think about all the stuff that's transpired all in fucking 2020, bro. And not even just 2020, right, but before this man's whole term.
Exactly. So that's my whole point. So that's my whole point. So it's not even about, okay, him getting reelected. I'm like, you gotta think about how the fuck did we even get to this?
Fernando, what up, bro?
How we even get to this? How we even get to this? It being fucking two different fucking, they said that it would come down to be a fucking civil race war. Like, how the fuck did we even get to even talking about this?
It ain't the point of getting to talking about
like,
that. This shit has always been there.
Like,
it's always
shit,
been there. But you got to think about it. If the whole Civil War started back in 1861 but you don't think the shit won't happen again?
No, but what I'm saying, okay, but this damn president ignored every fucking thing that was to ignore on top of the damn.
But we got to this point
on top of the goddamn
from the start,
virus,
from the night he got elected, when he very first got elected, that's how we got to this point. Yeah, you asking how? Shit, that's how. Shit, what the fuck you mean?
I believe that to be true too, because like I disagree from the fucking joke that was voted in too, but.
And it wasn't like, and the problem is when he did run, he ran as a joke. Like he did it as a joke, not actually knowing that he was gonna fucking get elected.
Yeah, but I'm like, and then you got people like us. Oh, well, Biden did this, Biden did that. I'm like, okay, well.
Honestly, Biden,
y'all
ain't a fan of Biden too much. I'm not really a big fan of his
Okay,
ass.
that's what I'm saying.
I ain't a big fan of Trump either, though.
That's my whole point. So who are you a fan of mostly? But it's okay. You allow this motherfucking ignorant ass president to sit here and assault everybody that can blow us up, but calling them, oh, well, the Chinese disease. Like, you insult motherfuckers for real, bro. Like, don't do that. Like, we'll definitely really have a fucking war. Like, you playing with motherfuckers like that. Like, come on, dog. Like, stop it. All of us will be in the motherfucking army. fucking with him.
Shit. Nigga, I be like, I got mental issues. I can't go. Ain't shit wrong with me, but hey, I got mental issues. I can't go.
That plus 35, nigga, you out of here.
He said plus 35. Nigga, I'm too
They
old.
be like, nope, nah. I said, nah, you can run up some steps?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nigga, I got a knee injury, nigga. I can't do shit, nigga.
Come on.
I got metal on my knee. I got a whole fake knee. That's exactly what it is. Nope. They gonna be like, shit, nah, nigga, you good.
You dead, motherfucker. Like, we ain't built for no motherfucking army. Like, that shit, ain't no been no motherfucking race war neither. You motherfuckers think y'all go to the gun range with y'all 4 guns and shit with 12 boxes of bullets gonna do something. Like, stop it. Y'all sound retarded.
He said 12 boxes of bullets.
Straight up, people. And then I be hating like the people that
all
be
motherfuckers
like,
gonna come out with their motherfucking
state,
man.
like
they gonna come out with their purses.
The motherfuckers, yeah, they man bags on. Yeah, they come outside with your man bag on. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? Nigga, what? Nigga, what? What, cuz? Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Oh, you gotta take that. You gotta take that motherfucker out first.
Like, damn.
They gonna move his motherfucking Cornmex around and shit first before he get that bitch. Hold up, nigga. I got this motherfucker right here, nigga. Nigga, I got it right here in the bag, man.
That's crazy.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
I said, but then you got the people that's online. Like, I'm like, these motherfucking houses, they houses ain't even clean. Like, sitting there trying to talk about all this shit. I'm like, that's why I don't really talk politics, because I'm not knowledgeable on a lot of it, but I only talk about what I see and what I know to be true and what I didn't read, what I have read. But people be talking this woke shit. I'm like, y'all houses not even clean. Y'all motherfuckers ain't taking care of your gal that's at the crib with you. Motherfucker, you out here cheating on her, all type of shit, but you motherfuckers want to sit here and be woke. Like, dude, stop it, bro. Like, take care of your motherfucking crib first and then come out here and, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I was like, clean your house, then come outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be sitting there talking no motherfucking politics, try to tell a person who they need to be voting for and why they should do this and that. Nigga, you ain't even taking care of your crib.
And that's the problem. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
A lot of motherfuckers don't take care of your crib. They don't take care of their house, man.
Nigga, be the man you supposed to be at that house first, or you know what I'm saying? And then come outside and get to talking like, hey, this is okay, I stand for this. You don't stand for shit if your house ain't clean. Like,
nah, I didn't peep that page on your poem. I didn't peep that poem on your page, my G. I'm gonna go check that shit out though. Yeah, I'm gonna go check that joint out.
Yeah, now what you was saying?
But nah, I was just saying, like, people are not, they talk that woke shit, but then your house not clean. And
yeah,
when we saying your house ain't clean, we're not saying like we're not saying just like with dirt or anything like of that nature. We mean that everything is fucked up in your household. Literally. From
like you being a man in the house, like your woman is satisfied, your kids are good mentally, you know, like just all that type of stuff. Everybody got something going on, but then they want to sit here and be on the fucking internet, study, saying little shit and creating a whole goddamn argument. Like, I wouldn't even argue with people on the internet.
Hey, y'all know what? I want y'all. Shit, I want to be able to. You got it. Can we? Is that way we can get them to hear this shit real quick?
Nope.
You can't plug. Yep. Your speaker. That ain't no Bluetooth. That's a Bluetooth.
That's a
joint,
Bluetooth.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold up. Let me see.
Yeah,
something.
you can Bluetooth. You gotta cut the.
Let me Bluetooth from the laptop. Yeah. But nah. I mean,
you can Bluetooth from the laptop.
Yeah, you ain't know that.
I don't know, but hit the back of that switch. Yeah, and then you'll see it.
Is your phone hooked up to it?
My phone hooked up to it right now.
Huh?
It will be.
Let me see something.
Hold on. Yeah, my phone hooked up to it now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let me give me your phone. Let me see if this will work real quick. But nah, and that's what we mean by being woke though, man. Cause like a lot of y'all come out.
What you trying to get to?
Go to Facebook. A lot of y'all come out and ain't shit right in your house, man. And that shit ain't cool. Like I literally watch some of you motherfuckers just be out, and I know y'all personally, and I know y'all shit ain't right. But yet y'all be out here like shit, it's all good, and your house ain't cool, but then you want to be the first one to give advice on some shit. That ain't how that works.
Give advice on what you know. That's what I vibe. Like, don't be sitting around here. I mean, everybody got their opinion though, so and that is what it is. But you be knowing like, okay, people like stop it, start at the crib first, then come outside. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers be trying to skip steps with shit. Like that's why I always say start at the crib. Like clean your house first, then come outside. Cause people don't understand. This how this shit gonna work. This only how this us moving forward from this going day forward. Like we gotta clean up the crib.
Yeah. So look,
You gotta clean up the crib first, and then
shit, we got to bring that speaker over here. Is it charged up? Yeah. Or does it have to stay plugged up?
You gotta stay plugged up.
It do.
For how long?
Not long. I just want.
Well, it might be already charging up then.
Yeah. Shit.
Just press play.
Just hold up.
What is it? So what you trying to do? Have a conversation?
Nah. So look, my partner Fernanda did this little poem or whatever, and he just put me onto it or whatever that he just did. But listen to this real quick. Hold up.
I mean, that's...
Wait.
Well, who next? I mean, that's what we have to really wonder in these ever-present times. And why am I so much of a threat is the next question we're going to have to establish. Is it my stature, my build, my color, Mr. Officer? Why is it your first thought to shoot and not subdue people who hue is different from you when it's been so evident that when white citizens who committed horrendous acts get treated so fair and humane, get charged and even taken for a meal before being detained from the state, is your hate and fear of your melanated peer so much more than that of other races? It's this attitude that we gonna break these people so contagious and your rank is more important than taking a human life. Since your badge was built on the plight of a black man's back trying to be free and you was just trying to be the authority of the mistreated slave owner. Whatever. What's more contagious, your hate or corona in these ever-present times? See, I'm more inclined to think that your fear for your life is less than my life and we just had to take action. And the compassion from your peers on the Blue Lives Matter is more than the Black Lives Matter caption, and we just had to maintain order, even if it is the slaughter of fathers, mothers, sisters, daughters, sons, and boys. See, to you the protest was just noise of why you had to maintain that such order. So yeah, we said sorry. While a tyrant took office and empowered these people who don't want to really be equal with people of color, just to discover that our voices really didn't matter, unlike our lives. In a system that thrives on optics, not necessarily truth, but it's going to be what they make it. See, they promises are vacant in politics. We weren't really into this, so we just sat back chilling and unbothered, unaware, while we've been being taken out one by one injustice at a time, and our minds is like ticket time bombs ready to blow, and they already done cast their first stone, so now we just looking around to see where the wise at. We passed all that shucking and jiving. Eating scrapes off the floor while they sitting back thriving. Now we need them. We need a seat at the table. And even if we don't like what they serving, we gonna change the menu, change the chef's hell, even change the venue when the time comes. So if you really asking if your vote matters, in the long run it do.
It do.
So you rather have somebody in power who empower people that hate you, or somebody who's up there who's ready to keep the calm, and not just that, who's willing to put finances and invest where we from, and we all tired of all that nonsense. So I'm just saying, if you can't find nobody to vote for, find somebody to vote against. And vote.
Yeah, I like that.
Man, that was deep.
Yeah, I like that.
That was deep.
And I like that. I especially like how he hit them characters that I ain't voting. It don't matter to me. Like,
man, and I
like,
mean,
I ain't voting. It don't matter to me.
He hit
Like,
that on a point, and like
what? You
my
ain't
favorite
voting.
part of that right now was when he said, you know, if you can't find nobody to vote for, find somebody to vote against, bruh. Come on. And we gotta change. Like, we have to change this shit ourselves, man. But motherfuckers
like
are scared of that.
I said tomorrow, just like I said, tomorrow is gonna be what it's gonna be, and we still got work to do after that. Like, that's why I said we all got our own little personal jobs we got to do. As you know what I'm saying? Like we said, we had a conversation about this before about how us as, you know what I'm saying, us as men, us as black people, Like we got to look out for ourselves. Like it ain't gonna be this vote thing is what is in front of us right now. But after that, we still got to continue doing our damn work.
Yeah,
and still more fucking work.
And if we don't do that, it's still gonna be a huge target on our backs as black men. You understand? There is someone in office right now. This man is, quote unquote, the free world leader who. Once he became president, nigga, it was open season on us, bruh. It was open season on us, dog. Literally.
He's the only president that ever do what
but
he want to do.
We don't want to change, dog. And the problem is this, and I feel like if we put more effort into worrying about who's controlling what in Washington, like we put in shit, making sure that we sit there and we make sure we get our ticket for a pair of shoes, or we make sure we jump on an app at 9 o'clock in the morning or 8:58 so we can hop online so we can get our spot in line just to get a pair of kicks on your phone, and you making sure you get them calling spot after spot after spot. Hey, I need these shoes. I need these shoes. Just so you can buy them.
That's a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah, but what you want them for though? What you want them for? A partner of mine, my nigga Ski said this a couple of days ago on the book or whatever. He was like, you know what I'm saying? I think he said something like, black people, we have like, think we have something, but we do, quote, to sum it all up, we do the most unnecessary spending, bro. We buy the shit for what? Who gives a shit? But the thing is this, who cares what you got? You might buy it so you can look good, yeah. But at the end of the day, who gives a shit? Who cares? Nobody.
You
gonna be the only one that caring, that's fine.
So the person that the other people that you put it on for don't give a fuck.
Nah.
You know
and if somebody fuck with you, they gonna fuck with you regardless if you got it or if you don't have it. But we put too much effort into that shit and not enough effort into the stuff that matters, man.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
But everybody is complaining about how fucked up 2020 is. Man, everything is messed. You know what? It's gonna stay messed up if you don't sit there and stand up
and do your own
part and try to fix this shit
and change your mindset about what the fuck you do every day.
You know, y'all talk all this extra good shit, but y'all fail to realize we live in a country that was built off our backs, man, off our blood. You know what I'm saying? Off our ancestors' dead bones, man. But y'all don't understand that shit. We hold too much power, bro. Yeah, we hold way too much power, and they know that. But they know that shit. We not gonna come together and bring that power together as one.
That's the thing.
And that's the issue. They know that shit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because if we did, we will run all this shit. We literally will.
That's why you're like, oh, people don't give a fuck. Well, maybe you should start. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker, like, you know how a person will say that, you'll be telling the person something, right? And they be like, man, you know, people don't give a fuck. But that don't mean you shouldn't.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I hate when you be like, look, bro, like, okay, we should be kind of like, man, you know, people don't care, so, man, that's pointed, man, that's pointed. Man, fuck that.
The thing is,
that's like
you
don't stand for shit because they don't stand for shit.
And maybe if you did, they would. Especially if they follow you like that, yeah, they gonna stand for whatever the hell you stand for.
They at least they should. If you standing for something.
Exactly.
But if you ain't standing for nothing, then you follow the leader. Follow the leader. Like fuck that. Like people be giving up, like settling, like, come on, man, stop it. Oh, like motherfuckers like, oh well shit ain't gonna change. It's gonna be the same thing when whoever get in office. I said, man, see, you already, when you put that in your mind, yeah, that's how you think. That's how it's gonna be for you.
That's because you spoke that shit into
existence. That's what I'm saying.
Already.
You spoke it into existence. So it's like, that's how you feel about change coming or change even happening. Because you ain't even thinking about, change gonna come. It's gonna come. I might be dead. You know what I'm saying? I might be dead before it do, but I feel like shit.
It'll be here.
It'll be here. If I do my job, I tell this man, hey, you do your job. The next motherfucker, hey, you do your job. You do your job. If you do your job.
And regardless, if you're not going to be here to see the fruits of your labor, if you got children, they will be here to see the fruits of your labor.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't just do the shit because for the right now so you can see it. You got to worry about later on and who else is going to be affected by it later on and who else is going to see it. Do that, and that's how you do your part, man.
That's all I'm saying. That's why I said you start at the crib. You make sure the crib is solid. Then you go outside and try to fix whatever's else going on outside. Like, other than that, man, you take this shit baby steps with that shit. Like, hey, you ain't gonna be able to change the world tomorrow. You think Martin Luther King them and Malcolm X them thought that they could do that tomorrow? And like right now, we still facing the shit that they tried to fix a little bit of that today.
No.
It still ain't changed.
Were they allowed to see the change? Were they allowed to see the change? No, they wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff that they wanted to do,
but people
they not allowed. They not
but people
allowed
are
to see
feeling
it.
the fruits of their labor. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
They wasn't allowed to see it, but their children got to see it.
Yeah, exactly. Their children did.
Right.
People that they was, they peers and some of their peers got to see it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like stupid shit. Like people be like, oh man, you think that.
And some of y'all grandparents and great grandparents that was around, that some of them probably marched with King, or even went to go see Malcolm speak, and y'all don't even know it because y'all ain't never took time out to ask him.
Yeah.
But we haven't gotten this far just by sitting around. But the problem is we always rely on one person to do it all for us, and it can't be like that.
It definitely can't be like that.
It
That's
can't.
what need to stop. Like people need to stop looking for handouts. Motherfucker got to start. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like people, oh man, they ain't built for us. Like okay, if it ain't built for you, go get that shit.
Go make it.
Go get it.
Hey, look. So I was right.
It ain't made for us little people. Okay,
Man.
if you feel that way, then go make it away. Go make it away.
That's
fuck
just
it. Like be quiet until you can make it away. Don't cry about it, nigga. Like fuck it. Hey, I ain't got it right now, but I'm on my way to get it.
It's like motherfuckers don't care about their neighborhoods, none of that shit. So I'm riding down Grand today, right? And I passed Lindell right there, the bank right there, right next to the Boys and Girls Club. And you got the bank that's right there, and then they do have a little drive-through for the bank, and it looked like shit. But the problem is this: like we don't care what our neighborhoods look like. That's your basic foundation right there, from your house to outside till you walk outside. Your neighborhood is everything, bro. If you cool with living in a fucked up home, and then the outside of your home is fucked up as well, like you don't care. Like we can have all that shit looking very nice if we decided to take care of it and make it worth our while, man. But we don't do that shit. Like it's cool to live. It's cool to have shit fucked up.
No,
our neighbor is not. But our neighborhoods can look like the Chesterfields and all that other stuff if we wanted it to, but we don't want it to, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, part of that is I ain't gonna say we don't want to. We can do some of that, but like the fucking sidewalks, the fucking streets, potholes, like that.
Right, but you gotta fight for that shit. We don't fight for it.
Definitely, you're right. So yeah.
Because it's nothing for the city to fix that shit.
And we just gotta be on their ass to fix it. You gotta be on their ass to fix it.
Nah.
Fight for
nobody cares unless it's happening to them at the moment.
Like personally though.
Yeah.
Yeah, personally, like that shit. And like I said, ain't nothing gonna change it.
Nobody cares about a life until it's somebody close to them that dies, or or if it's affecting them. Outside that, they don't give a shit.
That's
so and
brainwash shit.
And that's the problem that we have.
Brainwash
and
shit.
Nothing is gonna change everybody unless we fix all of that. Like this is a time where we got to think about all the things that's been going wrong, throughout the years. And then everything can change at the drop of a dime. The world
can get scary real quick.
The world instantly changed when COVID came. All right? Everything has changed.
Yeah,
nothing is the same.
Real quick.
You see what I'm saying? Now, we know that. We have adapted to that change. But at the end of the day, if we don't go ahead and fix what's going on
right now, then yeah, we gotta move forward.
We're gonna be in for a world of hurt. Might not be tomorrow, might not be in 2021, but give it to about 2024, 2025, we're gonna be in a world. We're gonna be in a world of hurt, and it's gonna be one of those situations to where y'all saying, "Man, this shit ain't right. This shit fucked up." But
when they take
you had a chance to have a voice in this whole situation, and you chose not to because you didn't care for neither one of them or who's ever in there.
If your situation that fucked up, how you don't care? Like if you gotta, like I always give people like, if you in that bad of a situation, I know you know motherfuckers gonna be in bad situations. Like everybody be in a bad situation. I don't get to how can a person get to a point where they don't care about like politics, none of that shit, and you sitting there talking about what ain't good for you. Like, oh, I ain't got a good job, or I ain't got to get this, I ain't got to get that. It ain't gonna like, but you still the same person that's crying about your situation, but you're not even stepping up to try to fix your situation or be a voice for your own situation. You giving up. You're like, oh man, it ain't gonna. I hate when people do that. I hate when people like,
But see,
oh,
that's
like, and that's the thing about that. So I'm like, okay, we talking about the Trump and Biden shit. You get to talking to people about what's going on for them and that, but these are people that don't know politics. They really don't know politics like that. And I'm not a politics guru either. But I'm like, why the fuck when you vote and you just said your situation is bad, and when you like, well, Biden and this, Biden and that, you going off of what the fuck you heard and what you seen.
But see, to piggyback off what you said they giving up. Now, this is why, and I've seen this, and I get it. I see why a lot of people do, because they've been allowed but they've been allowed to give up all their life, even as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Where it started at home to where their parents was, if they didn't want to do it, and they just was like, okay, I'm gonna quit. Their parents was cool with that. You see what I'm saying? And you gotta understand, when you start quitting stuff, you start quitting shit at a young age, and it trickles on to adulthood, and because it's always been all right for you to hold up. Let me finish.
No, I'm gonna let you finish.
It's always been all right for you to quit, and
that's true.
Your parents allowed that shit, and that's another thing. We got to teach our kids now. It's not okay to quit. It's most definitely not okay to quit nothing. I don't give a shit if you don't like it. If you started, you gonna finish this bitch and you gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. And once you done with it, you know, you completed it. All right, that's fine. If you haven't found nothing else better, then you keep on doing it. But at the end of the day, it's not all right to quit.
Nah,
we gotta stop telling them this. We gotta stop allowing them to do that shit.
You know what's crazy? Like, I mean, to put that on something else, it's like, I had to get in that notion too. Like, you know how a motherfucker might do you dirty or whatever the case may be. Like, you like man, I don't, you know, you could get to a point like, well, you stop caring about the motherfucker. You be like, man, you know, I don't even care about her no more. You know, I don't care about that person no more. I'm like, nah, that ain't right. You gotta forgive that person. Hey, whatever it is they did, you like, man, fuck that. So it's like, I ain't quit on you. You might have quit on me and you know what I'm saying? But I ain't quit on you mentally. So I'm always thinking about, I hope this person doing good. You know what I'm saying? Like as a human being, like, okay, I hope this person doing good. I hope that person doing this.
Man, you right, Fernando. That shit does, it does build character. Yeah. Whether in the storm, in tough situations, and not quitting, it builds a lot of character.
Yeah.
You know, because it's gonna be shit that you don't agree with, and that you, especially in work, you're not gonna agree with it. You're not gonna like it. They gonna come to you with some stuff that you definitely don't like. And you gotta think about what you got going on. Can I afford to do this? And can I
afford to leave?
What can I do? Then I started this already, so I'm gonna finish it. I started it, so I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah.
You know, and it says a lot about you as a person, man.
Like I said, it's how you come out on the other end that makes you a better person. How you come out on the other end of any kind of storm, what makes you a better person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you like, hey, I learned something from that. Hey, shit, I hopefully I learned something from that so I won't ever be in that position again. So it's like, it's one of those things. So,
yeah.
But I was like, I was listening to Amanda Seals earlier. I seen her on her little Instagram, and she was talking about narcissism.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like everybody have a little bit of it because of survival as a kid. She's like, so you know, basically you taught to survive, like basically, and then you dealing with all this like
fight or flight,
racism,
yeah,
all that, yeah.
Fight
So
or
it's
flight.
like, yeah, so it's like you dealing with all these different type of issues as a kid. You dealing with, you know, you might have came up through the slums, you might have came up through the struggle. So you basically all about survival. So at some point you got to let some of that shit go to be able to let something in. to be able to let love in or whatever in. You be like, so it's like, can it be cured? Can it be cured? People like, oh, you can't cure narcissism. Like they say that, but it's like, I think it could be.
Man,
Cause you not cold like that, like just a cold motherfucker. Like you motherfucker love somebody, you know what I'm saying?
you have to.
Yeah,
You have to
so
love
it's like
somebody,
you can't
bro.
be
You just
cold
can't
to the
be
point where you
cold-hearted
like
that. Ain't nobody that
Yeah,
cold-hearted. Motherfuckers might say that shit, but they ain't really like that.
Cause it's a personality disorder.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it started from when you probably, like you said, from when you was young. You like learned you was all about survival. Like I got a survival mode. I can't let nobody in. I can't let nobody in. I can't let nobody in. So you seem cold to the outsiders. And it was like, well, can we cure that? People like, oh, you can't cure it. I think you
yes,
can.
you can. It's a cure for everything. And
That's
most definitely something that can be cured.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, yes, it is. Just like the PS, what is it? The
PTSD.
PTSD and the anxieties and all that. Like, they like those weren't things back then. Those weren't even things. Those just started popping up. That type of stuff just started popping up. Be like, where the hell that shit come from? Just like even narcissism just popped up. So it's like, okay, this became a thing now. So then
See, PTSD a lot, but you know what? Back then, a lot of soldiers that was off at war, and when they was coming back, they had that. They didn't have a diagnosis for it at the time.
But that's my whole point. It became a thing. It been a thing,
right? But they didn't have a diagnosis for it.
Yeah, it just became a thing, and so they like, oh well, PTSD. Oh damn, it's a new thing, so it becoming to be a thing with people that weren't even in the army. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people like, oh, they got anxiety real bad, and so that's becoming a new thing too. So it's like, damn, like where all this shit coming from? Like, but and they were saying you can't cure. Yes, I think you can cure narcissism. Like, ain't nobody walking around that fucked up like that.
All right, well, yeah. So that's what we got for y'all today, man. Make sure y'all tune on in next Monday. Misunderstood Conversations.
I got a topic for you ladies next Monday.
Your boy Ty Baker. We got my man's right here, DJ Sincere. Hey, listen up, y'all. If y'all listen to anything we said today, or even if you listen to that poem from my man's Fernando Brady, hey, use your voice, man. That's a power that you have. You see that is a strong power that you have. That voice. That voice is a power that you have, and you can use it.
Take your ass somewhere and vote tomorrow.
Like he said, get up off the damn couch, put that Xbox down, and go vote. All right?
I ain't voting. This shit don't matter.
We catch y'all next week. Holla at your boy. We out. Yeah. That was dope. That was dope.